Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Lorraine here, just doing an October update on my garden. As you can see, this is my rosemary. I have now started to cut all of this back. I took quite a lot off, which I'm going to be drying out and then putting into jars. And then all of my other plants have all started to die off now, so I've already cut all the tops off and done all that. All the tubers will obviously stay in the ground of the Jerusalem artichokes, that's what they're called. And then coming along, I've got my blueberry plant. It was starting to get a bit leggy, so I contacted the person in question who I purchased it from, and they recommended, if it's getting a bit leggy, to just trim it back a little bit. And as you can see, it does look quite nice. Look how gorgeous these leaves are. The colour is just amazing. And even better, I've got a new shoot growing, so hopefully where I've clipped it back, I will get a lot more new shoots to make the plant a lot more thicker and bushier. And then coming along, I can't remember what it was I put in this pot, but I had quite a few flowers, and I forgot that I actually purchased and put in some of these Chinese asters. So that's a lovely cerise pink colour. And if I just come over to this one, I've got this really gorgeous lilac-y blue sort of colour, which also has got white. And then over here I've got some more cerise pink, and attached to that is a little pale pink. I'm not sure what colour that one's going to be. Could be pale pink, or it might be white, I don't know, with a bit pink on the end. And then as we come along, this is my blackcurrant plant that my dad gave me. I did think that this was all a new shoot, but this is actually an actual blackberry, because it's got thorns on it. If I just lift that up, you can sort of see the thorns on it a little bit, whereas the blackcurrant hasn't. So, but this will be going up the top end of the garden. Where I was originally going to put it, I'm not actually going to put it there now. I am going to put it a little bit further down the garden. So I'm only going to grow my loganberry so far, keep it clipped back so that it bushes up right from the middle, etc. And then I'll have my blackcurrant on that side as well, against the fence. So that's what I'll be doing with that. And if I come along, I've then got my white bean tree. This is all starting to all go into dormancy now. All the leaves are going like orangey colour. So this will all be cut back halfway when that's all died back a bit more. And then if I come along, obviously I've got my, what I call Christmas trees. Probably not the proper name. Can't remember the name. I forgot what I've done with the actual package that it came in and the name. But coming along, got some other glorious plants. I can't remember what plant this was. I can't even remember putting this one in actually, but I thought this was a different plant, but this is actually a shoot from this plant that's coming up and starting to get looks like little purpley flowers. And then coming along, I've got this plant. I don't know where this comes from, whether it's a weed, but it's so lovely. I'm actually going to keep it in the garden. And this, as you can see, is coming out in, if I can focus, look, pretty like lilac-y purple flowers. And then coming along, I've then got my dianthus there. I have got some more buds coming on it, which I'm quite surprised because I wasn't expecting those. And then my other dianthus is over this side, got some, looks like a bit of new growth there. I've cut all like the dead away. And oh, didn't notice that before. Look, got a bud on there as well. Oh wow, that's amazing. Then coming along, got some of this ground, don't know whether it's a weed, a plant, but I quite like it, and I'm just keeping it clipped back because I don't want it to go too far over, because I want to put some other bulbs and plants in the ground. And then coming along, I've got my red hot pokers. I doubt that I'll get any more flowers now, it's the wrong time of year, but it's all grown back lovely after I had to clip it right back because of the slug damage, etc. And then coming along, I've got this lovely plant. I can't remember the name of it. I can't get to the... Oh, clematis, or clematis, however you wish to pronounce it. Oh, I've just noticed I've got a flower there. I've been so busy focusing on all my vegetables and everything, didn't even realise that that had come into flower again. Oh wow. Oh, I'm quite chuffed with that. So I wasn't expecting another flower so late in the year. Oh, awesome. And then of course I've got my water lily, couple more leaves that need to go off, like come off. But look, got all new foliage growing from the centre point. And I don't know whether I've got more. Oh yeah, look, I've got another one growing there. That's amazing. Awesome. And then coming along, I've still got some flowers on this plant. My mind's gone blank. I can't remember what plant it is. And I'll probably remember it as I get further up the garden. And then I've got this plant. I think I might cut that back again because that's getting a little bit out of control. That's all in flower. So that's quite amazing. And then I had this has been growing for some time in the garden, and I did keep pulling it up, but it kept growing through, so I'm just letting it continue to grow. I will need to write down, I'll try and find out exactly what some of these plants are, and then I can tell people what it is. But I'm keeping it clipped back and it seems to be thickening up from the middle, so I want to try and keep this under control. And then I finally put my fern in the ground, so that seems to be quite happy at the moment. I think this might be a little bit of new growth at the top. And then coming along, my mum's elephant ears. Some of the leaves are damaged, so I'll have to cut those off, but you know, it's always growing new foliage, so looks like slug damage because the slugs do like it. I mean, my dad did warn me of the slugs and everything, and when I think how tiny this actually was when I first put it in, it was really quite small. This is like 4 times the size now of how it was when I first put it in. And then coming along, start going into like my little vegetable patch. I've got some carrots growing, finally growing should I say. I've had quite a lot of trouble trying to grow carrots, but these ones seems to have made it. If I come up closer, let me come around this side, you can actually see the top of the carrot there growing, so really pleased that I've actually got some, and whatever I get from them, I'm actually going to slice up, blanch and freeze them down for Christmas dinner, so we can all have homegrown vegetables on our plates. And then this, I really don't know what's happened to this, it's just gone completely crazy. This is actually one of my broccoli plants, and it's just grown, as you can see, rather tall. I don't know what's happened with that, but anyway. Coming along, I've got another broccoli plant just there, and then coming along got some of my Brussels, and I've learned a little bit more about my Brussels because I didn't know that you actually needed to take this top section out, because this is actually what encourages the growth of your Brussels to a good size. So we live and learn every day, don't we? And if I come down here, you can see that these are growing a lot better than what my others were, so a lot more rapidly, so that's really good. And then I've got another cauliflower plant there, and another not broccoli, Brussels there. And then coming back along here, this is my leek, which I'm letting grow up and bolt, and this one is going to be another flower. So when this flowers, I'll probably cut this one off, hoping to get some seeds. And then this is a runner bean plant that all started to die off. The ants keep attacking this. As you can see, I've got some more, so I'll have to get them all off again, because this is doing really well at the moment, and where the ants keep attacking it and laying eggs, etc., obviously it's killing the plant, or killing the leaves, should I say. And as you can see, I've got some more flowers on there, so hopefully I'll get a couple more runner beans on there. And then coming round, I've got some more leeks growing there. And then my onions that I just left in the ground because they weren't worth worrying about have actually started to shoot from the middle again, so hopefully they will start growing to a good size. I've got another one there, or is that a leek? I can't remember. But I've even got something going on there, like that onion's starting to shoot as well, so really pleased with that. And then I've got another 2 Brussels plants here. I did take quite a lot of these Brussels off because obviously it's the first time growing them. I wasn't sure how big they were meant to grow to when you grew them yourself or anything, but since I took the middle out, these ones are doing so much better, as well as those ones. And then this is the plant that was doing the best, and obviously as you can see I've took most of the Brussels off, but they weren't really very big, but that's okay, we live and learn, as I said before. Got a few more leek plants there, another one there, and some more there. I have put some more onions into the ground, so I've planted some red, and then over there I've got some white onions, or brown onions, whatever you wish to call them. And then I had some spare Brussels plants which I put in, but they're not really doing very well because they've been attacked so badly by the slugs that I'm just letting them do their thing now. I'm not really too worried about these. And where we've been getting all the rain, that's been watering it for me. I mean, the last tomato plant I've got, this has actually started to get all new shoots there and there. Whether or not anything else happens, no, I don't know. Too late in the year now for tomatoes. Coming along, all my grapevine is just all starting to die back now, and I want to get all this sorted out this year. Get a couple of panels of trellis put in the garden so it's got something more substantial to grow along. And this is my loganberry plant. This is just really coming on fabulously. As you can see, it's growing along, and I've started to trail it. Oh, my shadow's in the way. Started to trail it all along here. So I don't want it to go really much further than that. Maybe just up to that section there, because I've started to prepare all of this end of the garden now. All this end will eventually be where I'll be growing sort of like my potatoes. I will be cutting my plum tree right back to let more light in, and like this is my plum tree here, so all this will be cut right back, because it's just getting out of control now. All of them are, even though it's quite a lovely area. I love walking under this plum tree and just walking round, because all this here over there will be eventually be a little path that will then go around into the plum trees and back out again to this side. But that probably won't be done for, maybe I might get it done next year, maybe the year after. I'll have to see how finances are. And going along here, that's my little cat. She's coming to investigate what I'm doing. Coming along here, I've now cut back my wild rose bush and my one that's just there as well. Cut all those right back this year, so they're all getting out of control, just to see what I've got, sort of like what bit of land I've got there and what I can put in there, if I'll be able to fit perhaps another apple tree or a pear tree or something like that. And then here I've got my strawberry plants in hanging baskets. These have just done just so well. As you can see, the amount of foliage that I've got here, and I'm still getting lots and lots of strawberries and flowers just there. They've done really well, and I grew these from seed, so really pleased. And I'm going to actually plant some seeds for my man next year so that he can enjoy some little strawberries. And this is my other plant. Let me come out of the sun, and you can see these strawberries are ripening, and I've got some more there. These hopefully will be ready to be picked later on. And this is my other runner bean plant. I was going to start cutting all this back, but where obviously the weather's turned a little bit warmer, I've noticed that, where are they? I've got another runner bean growing there, and I've got some more growing up here. I don't know if you can see them. Is that them just there? And I've got a couple more just there, so I'm going to keep that watered and see what happens with it, to be quite honest, because it's starting to pick up again and look a lot healthier. So that is everything that is going on in my garden. Oh, and I forgot about this little tomato plant here. I've cut it all back. I've got new shoots at the top there, but I've got these two little tomatoes growing. I may even move that and put that into a bit more of a sunny spot actually, and see if they grow a bit better. Oh, I've got one growing down there as well, look. Oh wow, that looks still, the stem and everything still looks quite healthy really. But anyway, that's my October garden so far. All my ivy, I will be cutting this all back next year once all the berries are finished, the blossom and the berries, because all the birds are enjoying the ivy, somewhere to hide. And I noticed that there's loads of flies, and I don't know whether they're wasps or something that's flying on the top going to the flowers. So but this would be cut back a bit more next year. And that is it, I think, from my garden. Let me just come over here, because I've got my winter jasmine actually just here. I forgot about that. Can't really see it because of the sun, but that's my winter jasmine. It's all starting to all grow back, all the leaves and everything. I'm trying to keep this maintained into where these bars are as much as possible, just to keep it tidy, and hopefully the more I cut it back, the thicker it'll get from the base, so then it will then eventually fill the shape of this, hopefully. That's if it'll work. And that is it, I think. And apart from my elderberry tree here, I've started to cut all that back now as well, because that's getting out of control. And that is it. I hope everyone has a lovely day and enjoy this glorious sunshine that we've got here in London. Take care everyone, bye.